evening. Once again, we return to the story of Caius, Spellsword, Dunmer, Eternal Champion, former agent of the Emperor, and recent inductee into the Blades. Now we were doing some of the quests for the Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild, but I do not recall exactly what tasks I had. I seem to recall yes, we could go after the Kimono Tong, or we could go after the Telvanni agents. While we're here, let's try and go after the Kimono Tong, although this may be one that this might become difficult. Alright, let's go to the Council Club and see what we can do. Now, the fact that we are doing what is essentially a murder makes me think that I'm going to need to work out an escape plan. Mind you, it's close to the gate, so I think the plan is just to run as soon as anything bad happens.
Outlander.
Alright, let's take a minute here. Vidusa, Satharian, Marasa Aran. Alright, let's see. Panlin Velas. He's in the list. Maybe we'll save him for later.
Please, have a look around.
Yes, Outlander? Amatoi, what's yours? Yes, Outlander?
Alright, let's just see if this person's... They are on the list. Well, let's not stand on ceremony. Very strong. Yeah, so, they're very strong. And I couldn't get that to work. Alright, well, I can think of some alternative ways of doing that, but let's just accept that the Kimono Tong are too strong for me right now, and instead we will focus on the South Wall Corner Club. I think we can do that. We'll take care of the Fighters Guild and the, Mages Guild work before we try the Kimono Tong again.
You've got the better of me.
How may I help you?
Friend.
Forgot to turn off my alarm.
Greetings.
This warm blood has questions.
Hello, friend. I am only he stands there. Welcome to Balmora. If you have a question, I'll be happy to answer it. Or try anyway. And if it's just a little advice you'd like, that's fine too.
Tell me about the advice.
Are you interested in the healer's trade in Morrowind? Maybe you should talk to Yigfa in Port Pelagiad and Pelagiad Village. She's very nice, experienced, and patient with questions. What if, hypothetically, you were returned to Rannis Aetheris and tell her that I had agreed to stop my unsanctioned trading, and suppose if I did that, I decided to offer training to my good friend Caius?
No, you must stop offering training.
Please reconsider, Caius. I believe I am offering a vital service to these people, but perhaps you can still convince me.
Alright, well, this is gonna cost me. It was 600 that cost me.
Very well, I shall stop offering training. Tell Rannis Aetheris that I will not interfere with her authority anymore.
Good hunting.
I don't recall if I read this before, so let's read it now.
Many admirers ask, Arnie, how can I become a flash and prosperous fellow like you? And I tell them, you want to join a guild, make friends, be part of something. But who can join, they ask. We're just like any other trade guild. We've got requirements, and if you want to advance in the ranks, we've got standards. You want to be fast and agile. You want to move undetected. You want to know about security, locks, traps, and how to get around them. You want to defend yourself. You travel light and fast, and want light arms like daggers or short swords. You don't want to get into a slugging match, so you want the marksman's weapons, the bow, the crossbow, throwing star, and dart. You want light armor so you can keep moving and moving fast. Why belong? Simply, everybody needs friends. The help of friends includes information. Your friends at the Thieves Guild know where the action is, and where the action is safe and where it is not. The help of friends includes a place to rest and a place to buy supplies and services, training and tools. The help of friends includes fixing things with guards at a discount rate. That's where the honor among thieves part comes in. Friends stick together and help each other. But what about the competition, my admirers ask? The competition is the Kimono Tong, and you don't want to join them because they don't want you. They just have this thing about Outlanders. They want them all dead, so unless your ambition is to be dead, you don't want to join them. And the Kimona Tong are bad people. The Kimona Tong don't mind killing people. Heck, they like killing people.
We found out.
The Thieves Guild, on the other hand, thinks killing people is bad business. You want to be good people, right? So join the Thieves Guild and stay far, far away from the Kimona Tong. So you want to join, but where do you look? Being a thief is not like being a fighter. You don't just go to the local guild hall. The Thieves Guild doesn't have guild halls, but thieves like to be where their friends are. And where are their friends? At the local corner club or trade house. In Radenfell, look for friends in Balmora, Alderun, Sadith Mora, and the foreign quarter of Ivek.
How may I help you?
Yes, Caius, can I help you?
Is there anything I can sell off? Maybe, but... I think I'll leave it for now.
You've got the better of me.
Let's get out of the rain. At least as long as we can. I wonder if there's a stealthy way to try and take out some of these Kimona Tong types.
You flatter me with your attention, Outlander.
Have you put a stop to that unsanctioned training?
I have indeed.
Good. We can't just allow anyone to offer training in magic.
I would like to advance.
You meet our requirements, Caius, but you've not yet completed the duties expected of a conjurer.
Then tell me more about that.
Scholar Intermel needs an escort to Pelagiad, but I want Intermel's notes. Intermel has just arrived in Balmora and doesn't know his way around. He wants to be escorted to the halfway tavern in Pelagiad. I don't care if he makes it or not, Caius. I just want a copy of his notes. He should be waiting in the 8 plates.
All right. I will do the task just because it may be a way for me to make money, but also in Pelagiad I might get some training in
How wonderful. Welcome, Outlander.
restoration. Now, let's see if I can do any alchemy. So from the manual, I believe you want to double up the abilities of interesting. At this point, I'm just going to try trying to gauge the levels and sell whatever I can. use some restoratives. We'll try to. Maybe that there's more than one trait that's being picked up here. Alright, that also didn't seem to level up any of my abilities. I want to see if I learn any more abilities by tasting. No. Alright, well, I'm stuck with what I've got for now. Let's find the 8 plates and get out of here. Actually, it's a not good traveling weather, but I bet our quarry will be...
And to find and kill 4 Telvanni agents responsible for thefts and disappearances at the Caldera Mine. Their names are Elanu Aralin, Satsa Nerothran, Fothnia Herothran, and Alvleg. They are hiding in a cave in the hills north of the Caldera Mine, and they probably have a lookout posted outside the mine. When the 4 agents are dead, report back to me.
Alright, let's go after the mine. The weather's miserable for travel, but I need to earn my keep. I don't actually believe all of this is Balmora. Yeah, you know what? We have to practice with the sword. I would like to use destruction a little more often, but I tend to use that for healing. This is what we look like. Alright, so we got the tomb. I just want to find the mine. I may actually have this wrong. Yeah, so I actually don't have any bright ideas about where the Caldera Mine is.
You've got my ear, let's hear it.
I'm a miner in the Shulk Egg Mine, but I'm just out here taking a break.
Any advice?
Never seen a successful adventurer who didn't carry a couple of divine intervention scrolls with him on a long expedition. 2 reasons: emergency exit, and it lets you do move a lot more loot than you can carry on foot, and faster goes without saying.
Maybe I should have asked for more information back at the Fighters Guild. Let's just make sure we don't have anything else inside my journal. Until I can find Caldera Mine, this is a non-starter. Should have thought that one through. This is just going to be a miserable journey.
What can I do for you, friend?
Can you tell me where the Caldera Mine is?
Caldera is a recently chartered imperial town and mining corporation. The Caldera Mining Company has been granted an imperial monopoly to remove raw ebony from the rich deposits here. Caldera has the appearance and flavor of a Western imperial town.
Not bad, but I don't suppose you have any directions, do you? Well, thank you anyway. What can you tell me about the Caldera Ebony Mines?
They're southwest of the town of Caldera, I believe. Check around when you're in Caldera. They'll give you better directions.
Alright, I don't suppose you know anything about where Caldera is.
Care to
Probably
talk?
get that from the,
You're welcome.
What can I do for you, friend?
probably get that from the map. Alright, let's go to the 8 plates.
It would be wise to stay indoors, Outlander.
You think?
Are you here to guide me to Pelagiad? Just tell me that if you want to travel together.
Well, what can you tell me about your notes first?
It's refreshing to see a young dark elf with an interest in scholarship, but I can't give my notes to just anyone. Perhaps after I arrive in Pelagiad.
Works for me. What can you tell me about the Mages Guild?
The Mages Guild is dedicated to the preservation and distribution of magical knowledge. Pursue your studies diligently, Caius, and the benefits of belonging to the Mages Guild will become clear to you.
Sounds like we have a lot to talk about on our way to Pelagiad, then.
Do you want me to follow you?
Yes.
Lead the way to the halfway tavern in Pelagiad, Caius.
I hope you have an umbrella. See if they can keep up. Yes. Alright, so we'll head to Pelagiad, but with any luck we will find directions to Caldera on the way. Should have seen if I could sort of sold those potions that I just made. Yeah, they have some value. I don't recall if that's Pelagiad right up ahead, but at least we found some directions now. Caldera to the west, Pelagiad just ahead of us. Possibly some training and restoration thrown into the mix. I was looking for the halfway tavern.
I'm an officer of the Imperial Legion. Move along.
I was hoping you'd be able to tell me where the halfway tavern is, but I suppose not.
Keep moving.
You're looking well, Caius. Is there something that you need?
Just need to know where I can find the tavern. Any rumors?
At first it seemed the fuss about the Nerevarine prophecy was silly superstition. Then I learned that the Dunmer have been waiting for Lord Neverar to come back for centuries. The Incarnate, they call it. Every few years an Ashlander appears, and the tribes call him the Incarnate. Then the temple goes out, hunts him down, and reveals him as a fake. Why does the temple worry so much about it?
I don't know, but you've been wondering for a while now. Alright.
Seen any elves?
Do you want something from me?
Let's just take a minute here and see. There was a conversation about restoration. I remember there was someone who was mentioned as being a good restoration trainer in Pelagiad, but I don't recall. We'll find it later. Ah yes, let's try and get rid of those potions I made. I kind of want to know what potion I made to do that. Alright, for now I'm just going to focus on trying to get some training. No, I think it's better that I actually focus on getting the restoration training rather than spells.
You've got the better of me, so go ahead.
How do you do?
Greetings.
I don't think we've been introduced, Outlander. I'm Saleya Nukisius. How can I help you?
Well, any rumors? Just the same, I've heard. What about advice?
Albasius Coleus is a veteran battle mage. He hangs out at Aryl's trade house in Seidyanin. Talk to him if you want to know about battle mages and how they work here in Morrowind.
What about secrets?
Buy from merchants and traders who like you. You get better prices. Members of your own factions usually like you best.
Do you want something from me?
Alright, well, we've successfully found the prison, which I suppose is a progress of a kind.
Go ahead.
I wish there was something resembling a tavern in here. This is a great place to be in a storm.
brings you out in this mess? What brings you out in this mess?
This isn't Vlad, this is the Vermouth Legion fort, that's why. My mistake. I don't think we've taken this route before. And I'm really hoping this thing is friendly. What are you doing? At least I got a little practice with my restoration magic. The moments I don't mind being a little more quiet are like this, when you have a nice view to look at what's going on, and the music is appropriately relaxing. It's usually when I'm in something like the Ashlands and I don't have anything to see that I feel a bit bad. Obviously, it was not my intention to take half an hour to do a simple escort quest, but South Fort, and we found out we're not strong enough to take on the Camorra Tong yet. I'm going to assume that there's a few of them in the bar, so it'll be a challenge. I don't recall if I went in there before or not. Yes, we are on our way to Plagid still. And it does look like we have been here both to... Oh no. Okay, good. Both to the lack of materials to pick up, as well as the fact that it's all revealed on the map. Well, we definitely remember her. I wonder if the thief ever got in touch.
If there's anything I can ever do for you, I would be happy to. Soon I will be with Nellos, and all will be well.
Well, glad to hear.
Should you need something, I will be happy to oblige.
Alright, that looks like an encounter ahead, but... I will leave my traveling companion to deal with that if it comes down to it. These look like some tasty materials, though. Obviously, it won't become better in destruction if I don't practice it, but I do also need to keep an eye on my magicka until I can restore it more regularly. I believe that's Plagid right up ahead.
Thank you.
Itermaril has arrived safely in Plagid. Thank you for taking me to Plagid. You are an excellent guide.
And the notes.
You've been very gracious to escort me to Plagid and show great promise for an evoker. I have never met anyone with such enthusiasm for my research. Take this copy of my notes as a sign of my gratitude.
Alright, let's take a quick look and see what we got here.
Notes on the persistence of Oblivion streams by Itermaril. The variable flow of Daedrons and Oblivion Oblivion streams can have profound effects on the magicka potential of various locations. Magicka use often causes effects on the streams themselves. By reconfiguring the polarity of the Daedron fields, it is possible to manipulate and trace the streams in the following cases. The notes go on about this subject for some time.
Well, I'm sorry you couldn't be bothered to write it.
This
I'm
better
really
be
just...
important, Dunmer. What was that?
Outlander.
Maybe they can tell me who... Their Imperial Cult Shrine. The eastern end of the main street. I'll take a look there. Doesn't seem right.
Greetings.
Not as much going on in here. I don't really want to spend that much time in this.
Pleased to meet you, stranger. Are you planning on being in Pelagiad long? And you'll want to know where the services are. Mebestein Ents, the Breton, he's a trader, deals in a little bit of everything. Olernil, the High Elf, is a fair smith. Shadrach Gaburag is the smith in Fort Pelagiad. The Imperial Cult Shrine is at Fort Pelagiad with a healing altar, and Yigfa the healer sells cure potions. Ladia Flaguris and Anasi are trainers. You can usually find them at the Halfway Tavern.
I greet you as a friend.
Well, we found the altar, but no,
I don't care for
no
those
attendant. Excuse me.
There is much to discuss, much to learn.
Alright, let's stop by the tavern and just see if there's any training.
Do you want something from me?
I couldn't possibly. Too busy.
That's why I can't train. Alright, there's nothing for me here. It is 2 in the morning. I should get some rest, but you know what? Let's just go straight to Gamora. Although I might drop off the notes, seeing as it's on the way. Or Caldera, not Gamora. Alright, we begin our long journey to Caldera. of the hopes that I have is that I'm able to level up destruction and restoration so that I can just use them more before needing a magic potion. But as a second best, I can always, by the way, I seem to think this is the one that I had some trouble with. Yes. Alright, let's see if my improved training has helped at all.
Now this is fighting.
The answer is no. Alright, so next thing we're going to do is try a melee approach, seeing as I have my shield now.
You will die where you stand.
Huh. Then...
This is too
Stop pummeling me. Alright. I'll do one last pure magic attempt. When I said one last, that's assuming that I don't get caught on something. This is a surprisingly tough guy for such an early spot in the game. Yeah, there's no escaping that guy once he's got me. Let's see if I can do something with potions. Oh, that's right, I don't think I have any heal. Best I can hope for would be the... Yeah, alright. I think I'll just accept I'm not ready for this yet. pretty sure we've already examined whatever's on that side there. May as well get a chance to practice some destruction. Looks like we are going to run into Balmora before we get to Caldera. In that case, it makes as much sense to do some work with the Mages Guild. Get a new quest, which might wind up being something that we need to do in Caldera anyway. Of course, now I'm just looking for fights. They may want to rest before I go after Caldera. So I want to check if I have a shield or not. I do. Should probably start using my shield more often.
What do you ask?
How wonderful. Welcome, Outlander.
I'm waiting for Intermeral's notes.
I have them here.
Well, do you have the notes or not?
Yes, right here.
Good work, Caius. You'll go far in the Mages Guild. Intermeral's notes have been removed from your inventory. Your journal has been updated.
Now can I move up?
In order to advance to Conjurer, you must pay your guild dues of 200 septims. Will you pay these dues now?
I will.
Excellent, Caius. Now that the formalities are out of the way, I can grant you the rank of Conjurer.
And what would I need to do to go further?
Advancement in the Mages Guild does not occur by magic. Pay more attention to your duties and make sure that you understand our requirements. The Guild of Mages only accepts candidates of keen intelligence and dominant will. Candidates must exhibit mastery of the great schools of magic: destruction, alteration, illusion, and mysticism. Candidates must also display practical knowledge of enchantments and alchemical processes.
So I suspect that I am not skilled enough now. What about my duties?
I believe Tashpi Ashabel in Margan has been practicing necromancy. Right, Tapshi lives in Margan. She's the only one who's been practicing necromancy.
And what about necromancy?
Find Tashpi Ashabel in Margar and kill her. And the Mages Guild cannot tolerate necromancers.
Simple enough. Will you train me yet? Yes. But not in the things that I want. Let's just take a quick look at what some of my skills are. So restoration's at 38, destruction's at 47. Destruction exceeds my intelligence. So I suspect I'll not be able to advance it further.
Well, what have we here? Interesting.
You cannot train a skill above its governing attribute.
So destruction is willpower. Restoration is also willpower, so we can get some training in restoration.
I cannot think with all these interruptions. Please leave me alone.
But I'd like some training in restoration.
You should rest and meditate on what you've learned.
Very well.
I don't know where to begin.
Go back to my contact with the Blade's house and get some rest, even though it's obviously during the day. I think it's to the north here.
Well, hello there. A pleasure to meet you.
You've ascended to level 5. Everything you do is just a bit easier, more instinctive, and more satisfying, as though you had suddenly developed keen senses and instincts.
Alright, so as usual, strength. Oh, we won't be getting that much in terms of intelligence. Well, in that case, let's do willpower and agility. I don't feel great about that, but the fact that I can't move my intelligence up very much is a bit of a concern.
I have you.
Just what I needed. Alright, so we survived. Actually, let me get rid of that for you. Thanks. So should be able to get a little bit of money out of that. And what I think I will do is I will train myself in alchemy as well as restoration.
Head on.
6 p.m. It's another late night for me, I think.
What's what do you think about
How does the day greet you, friend?
Should probably also get some repairing in before I head out. Well, 2,000, so I may also want to try developing some more potions. Anyways, let's see if we can get a better deal. 1,700 is a bit generous, but let's see if they'll take it. Excellent. Alright, now while I'm at it. Oh, first of all. Actually, I won't do that. Do my own work. See if there's anything else for her. Nothing for drain fatigue. Let's see what we wound up with. Alright, I mean, some of these are mildly useful for me, so I guess we'll head out. But seeing as I have about 1,700...
Welcome, Outlander.
I'm going to take the opportunity to get some training in both alchemy and restoration.
You can speak freely, friend to friend.
Happy to hear it. Well, this will be good for my willpower, but I do need to get my intelligence up too. Restoration's at 42. Alright, so I've got 6 more if I want.
How may I help you, Dunmer?
Good friend, this is an honor.
For 500, I think I'm gonna hang on to my gold.
Greetings to you,
Yes,
Dunmer.
Outlander. How do you do?
And it is very tempting to read all of these, but I think we'll do that next time we
Greetings
visit.
to you, Dunmer.
So now we'll do the work for the Fighters Guild.
I'm very happy to...
Well, if the rain lets up in time for my journey, I'll be happy. Lovely. We'll just admire the scenery as we go. Now, when I'm not fulfilling tasks for the different guilds, there are the main activity I want to do. One, I would like to take out the Camorra Tong, but I would also like to examine these Dwemer ruins up above, and will of course require a bit of storage space, which I don't currently have. But I have a feeling that will bankroll a bit of my training as well as help me with, help me build up some skills. Let's take the initiative here. Sword out. Don't want to waste too much of the magicka because we are going to need it in the mine, but I also have quite a bit of restore magicka, so I'm less worried than I normally would be. Lots of opportunity for materials here. always happy to repay the favor to the rats from the previous 2 entries. Now I am intrigued by what's going on here. So Ernil Almoran has apparently met their end here. Well, I can take the bone school pipe.
See ya. Here's your stuff. Sorry I couldn't stay and chat with you, but it's not always a good idea for me to hang around, you know? Ernil.
Doesn't give me a lot to go on. We'll see if we can find who this letter was addressed to. I've probably been able to get Crush Weedham or the other opportunities and missed it. Drinking the potion just to take these things on. So my understanding is that Caldera is a mining town, so we should be able to visit an inn and rest. What time is it? Oh, it's afternoon, so we're okay. I might have got the time wrong earlier and we were actually working at 6 a.m. Alright, no disease. I also don't think, no magicka, so I'm not able to do any self-heals. Alright, lots of things to talk about, but let's start with the guard.
I'm an officer of the Imperial Legion. Move along.
What can you tell me about Caldera?
Caldera is an imperial charter town as part of the Caldera Mining Company Charter, which grants the company rights to mine ebony from the right deposits here. The Caldera ebony mines themselves lie to the southwest. The town has a real western flavor, makes outlanders feel right at home. Caldera is rich and bound to get richer, since the profits from the ebony exports continue to grow as mining operations grow.
Tell me more about the mines.
The Caldera ebony mines are southwest of the village of Caldera. There's an office, a bunkhouse, a guard tower over near the mine entrance. If you're thinking of taking a look while you're here, head straight west from town, then swing south to the bowl of the mine through a gap in the mountains. Otherwise, you can try climbing straight over the ridge, but it's too steep of a climb for most.
West from town, south into the bowl of the mine.
Good day, I'm Shank, publican of Shank's Shovel here in Caldera. We rent beds and have a limited selection of goods for barter. If you're new here, I can also tell you where to look for other services, or a specific place nearby. If you're looking for someone in particular, I may be able to help.
What do you have by way of services?
Shank's Shovel, the trade house in the south gate, has beds, food, and sundries. Holdensmud, the Nord, is our smith. Varric Germain is our trader. Ergola, our pawnbroker, and Flammo, our clothier. House Lalu services are available at the big governor's hall on the hill to the northeast. The Mages Guild is in the southwest corner of town. They have an alchemist, an enchanter, a mage, and a nightblade. Various other folk in town offer training.
Might be an idea to stop by the Mages Guild to see what's going on. What can you tell me about Caldera? More of the same, it looks like. Alright, what rumors have you heard?
There was some orc in town recently, running like a madman from the guards. I don't know what it was about, but it was funny to watch.
What about advice?
Caldera is a quiet, law-abiding town. Not much call for adventurers or mercenaries here. Good place to shop for equipment and look for a trainer, though.
Any secrets?
If someone attacks you first, you have the right to defend yourself. If someone doesn't attack you first, you're going to break the law if you attack them.
That's something to keep in mind about the Gamora Tong, now that I think of it. What can you tell me about Morrowind?
Slavery is protected by law in Morrowind. Slavery is illegal throughout the rest of the Empire, but some Dunmer still defend their ancient right to own slaves. In Morrowind, slaves are bound by enchanted slaver bracers. The brainers drain the magicka from the slaves so they can't use magic to escape. Unless you have a key, you can't get the slave bracers off. The Emperor should put a stop to slavery, but the Dunmer claim the right to own slaves is guaranteed by the armistice.
What do you know about skooma?
Skooma is an illegal narcotic substance made from refined moon sugar. Criminals use it as a kind of currency. They say it makes you fast and strong, but clumsy and stupid. Of course, I want nothing to do with it.
What about Telvanni bug musk?
Telvanni bug musk is an expensive perfume made from the scent glands of Graysland's beetles. The substance is sold in sealed flasks and appears as a dark red-brown paste. The subtle but compelling fragrance is attractive to all mortal races and sexes. Even a barbarian could be persuasive wearing this perfume.
Good to know.
First time to Caldera, Kais? It's a little piece of the Western Empire right here in Morrowind, and a prosperous little town, thanks to the Caldera Mining Company. If I can be of help in any way, let me know.
What do you know about the mining company?
The Caldera Mine Company is chartered by the Emperor to extract ebony ore out of the rich underground deposits here.
Anything else about Caldera? Nothing I haven't heard already, it looks like. What have you heard from rumors?
Uriel Septim is sick, and the wizards say his heir, Gledal Septim, and the younger Septims, Enman and Ebel, are just doppelgangers placed in the household during Jagar Tharn's tenure as Imperial Battle Mage. They say the guard charged a mob demanding the destruction of the false heirs. Lots of folks were killed.
What about advice?
If you're heading into the backcountry, always carry a couple of Restore Health, Restore Fatigue, Cure Disease, and Cure Blight potions with you.
And secrets?
Talk to everyone. Talk is cheap. Ask questions. You don't ask, you never learn.
want something from me?
Not anymore. Don't expect too much here, but let's see what we can find.
I don't think I've seen you in Caldera before, stranger. Can I help you? Are you looking for services? Because I can tell you what they are.
Let's see what you've got. So my current weapon is 4 to 18. Well, 1 to 20 at best. It's a little costly, but no, I don't want to. It's partly just because of the condition. Not much in terms of light armor. It might have been an idea to go with medium. All right, I'll try selling him some of the
Shouldn't be here.
Did I make him mad? It would be nice to always have the fancier. It'd be nice to have the fancier sword, but I need to be practical. Something that has a little more durability, but the same damage is better. Alright. Let's see what we're looking at with the armorer.
It's Caldera, home of the Caldera Mining Company. Caldera is all about business, and business is good. So what can I do for you?
So again, I'm looking for one-handed weapons. Yeah, nothing that can do as well as my longsword. What have you got by way of light armor? Not much. Alright, I'll not waste your time. Let's see if we can find the Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild while we're here.
I don't think I've seen you in Caldera before, stranger. Can I help you? Are you looking for services? Because I can tell you where they are.
Let's start with that.
Mages Guild is southwest corner of the town.
Alright, no Fighters Guild, it looks like. Anything new you can tell me about Caldera or the mines? Not really. What about rumors? More about Uriel Septim.
If you find yourself stumbling into trouble when you're tired, stop being so reckless. Keep an eye out. If you're entering unfamiliar territory that you think might be hostile, slow down to a walk, look around, catch your breath, and be ready for trouble.
What about secrets? Just continue to talk to everyone, huh?
Ah, welcome. What may I do for you?
Alright, let's try and find the Mages Guild now. Well, let's see what's on offer.
Welcome to Caldera, Caius. We're an Imperial town through and through, obviously. So can I help you?
See what you've got. They're not terrible, but not exactly what I'm looking for. What about light armor? Not really. Alright, I'll be sure to stop by if I have some things I want to sell.
This is Caldera, Caius, and my name is Medila Indarin. Can I help you? Are you looking for someone in particular?
Well, what training do you offer? It's a bit expensive.
The Mages Guild is dedicated to the preservation and distribution of magical knowledge. Pursue your studies diligently, Caius, and the benefits of belonging to the Mages Guild will become clear to you.
What about rumors?
House Redoran is really steamed up about the Caldera land grab. They say that Caldera is their territory, and that they should have gotten the charter. Worse yet, they say that Lalu is skimming off the top to the Imperial Fat Cat company that got the charter. Since it's an Imperial company, Redoran can't get a house war contract on it. It'll come to violence, mark my words.
What about advice?
Learn the Mark, Recall, Levitation, and Open spells. Mark and Recall are essential for long-distance travel. There are plenty of places that you can get without there are plenty of places you can't get to without levitation. And treasure does you no good if it's behind a locked door or a locked chest.
And what about secrets?
You're an outlander, so maybe you don't know about the kinds of Daedric ruins that we have here in Morrowind. Daedra cults worship the bad Daedra. You can learn more about that at the temple. Anyway, long ago, before the temple put a stop to it, people used to worship the bad Daedra, Molag Bal, Malekith, Shegarath, and Merunas Dagon at the Daedra shrines. But lately, since the Empire came in, some people have taken up worshipping the bad Daedra at these old sites. And I warn you, these are dangerous places.
I mean, Shegarath helped me out in the last adventure. What else can you tell me about Morrowind?
Ashlanders are the nomadic Dunmer barbarians of the Moorland wastelands. They live in camps of small mobile huts, herding guar and hunting wildlife for meat and hides.
Alright, I am interested in seeing if there's any,
May I help you, Outlander?
quests I can get here. Let's read the Mages Guild Charter.
Imperial Charter of the Guild of Mages. 1. Purpose. The Guild of Mages provides benefits to scholars of magic and established laws regarding the proper use of magic. The Guild is dedicated to the collection, preservation, and distribution of magical knowledge, with an emphasis on ensuring that all citizens of Tamriel benefit from this knowledge. 2. Authority. The Guild of Mages was established on Somerset Isle in the year 230 by the Second Era by Vanus Galerian and Raylis XII. It was later confirmed by the Guild Act of Potentate Verzidu Shaye. 3. Rules and procedures. Crimes against fellow members of the guild are treated with the harshest discipline. Whether a member may regain their status in the guild is determined by the Archmage. Number 4. Membership requirements. The Guild of Mages only accepts candidates of keen intelligence and dominant will. Candidates must exhibit mastery at the great schools of magic, destruction, alteration, illusion, and mysticism. Candidates must also display practical knowledge of enchantments and alchemical processes. 5. Applications for membership. Candidates must present themselves to the steward of the guild hall for examination and approval. Attachment A. Mages Guild chapters of Radenfell District, province of Morrowind. Chapters are established in guild-owned freestanding guild halls in the towns of Aldrune, Balmora, and Caldera. The chapter in Sadrith Mora is established in Wolverine Hall under lease from the Telvanni Council. The chapter in Vivek is established in the Foreign Quarter under lease from the Tribunal Temple. First time in Caldera, guys? It's a little piece of the Western Empire right here in Morrowind, and a prosperous little town thanks to the Caldera Mining Company. If I can be of help in any way, let me know.
Well, unless you can help me advance, I don't think there is. We'll take a look at that later.
What can I do for you, friend?
This is Caldera, home of the Caldera Mining Company. Caldera is all about business, and business is good. So what can I do for you?
Tell me more about yourself.
I am Aramon, Nightblade and Journeyman of the Mages Guild.
Guess there isn't much. Tell me about willpower.
A creature's willpower is its property of maintaining its purpose and identity in the face of hardship and malign natural and supernatural forces. A creature with strong willpower is better able to resist the effects of hostile spells cast on it.
Good to know. Do you know anything else about Morrowind?
The Great Houses are always fighting each other in the Great House Wars.
Tell me more about the Great Houses.
Dunmer membership in a great house is a matter of birth and marriage, but Imperial colonists may become retainers of a great house, or may be adopted into a great house.
Tell me more about being a Nightblade.
I'm a Nightblade, blending the disciplines of the agent and the wizard. I move unseen and undetected, foil locks and traps, and teleport to safety when threatened, or strike like a viper from ambush. The College of Illusion hides me and fuddles or pacifies my opponents. The College of Mysticism detects my object, reflects and dispels enemy spells, and makes good my escape. I sell spells. I am a spellmaker who creates spells to your specifications. I also teach you in my skills for a fee.
Looks like you don't, actually, but... Tell me about personality.
A creature's personality is its property of exciting emotions of interest, trust, and loyalty in other creatures. For example, a creature with powerful personality is more able to persuade and influence other creatures through speech, gesture, and demeanor.
Fatigue.
A creature's fatigue is the measure of its capacity for extended physical exertion. The greater a creature's fatigue attribute, the longer it can run, swim, and fight.
And health.
A creature's health is the measure of its capacity to withstand physical punishment. A creature with weak health succumbs easily to disease or injury, while a creature with exceptional health can endure and survive deadly diseases and injuries.
Any other stats you want to tell me about?
Are you here for more duties, Conjurer? Or was there something else that you wanted?
Well, to begin with, I want to know what it takes to advance.
Advancement in the Mages Guild does not occur by magic. Pay more attention to your duties and make sure you understand our requirements.
What were those again?
The Guild of Mages only accepts candidates of keen intelligence and a dominant will. Candidates must exhibit mastery in the great schools of magic, destruction, alteration, illusion, and mysticism. Candidates must also display practical knowledge of enchantments and alchemical processes.
Tell me more about the enchantments.
Temple enchanters favor healing and protection spells. Redoran enchanters favor wounding missile loads and shield spells. Hlalu like weapon enchantments and various spell rings. Imperials use a wider range of weapon and ring damage enchantments, but the masters of enchantment are the Telvanni. They use all effects, often several combined into one item, but they especially like items that summon creatures or magical weapons and armor.
Alright, Looks like I can only do one task at a time, but tell me more about the Nerevarine.
The Ashlanders have a prophecy that one day a reincarnation of the legendary hero Nerevar will unite the Dunmer against the invaders and restore the ancient Dark Elven nation. But the Tribunal temples say that this is a false and profane superstition, and the Ordinators deal mercilessly with those who profess such beliefs.
The sun and moons transform day to night, but what transforms the mind?
Let me know when you find out.
Strange.
I'm Amelia Duronia, the Imperial Guild Guide. I provide instantaneous transport between various mage guild halls on Vradenfell. What is your destination? I can also help with local information. Do you need services? Are you looking for some specific place, or for someone in particular?
I think we'll talk later.
Greetings. What shall we talk about?
Nothing for now, thank you.
Ah, welcome. What is it, friend?
I know sometimes there's a guild chest, but I don't know if that's only for Balmora.
How may I help you, Dunmer?
I would love to get by. Well, I'm not ready to rob my own guild, so that was educational, but clearly we just need to do our task and move on.
What can I do for you, friend?
So I am ideally looking to go southwest. Well, I'm hoping these are the mines.
I don't think we've been introduced, Outlander. I'm Elvleg. How can I help you?
Can you tell me about the bad people?
The bad people you're looking for are the Kimona Tong. They're in Balmora. You'll find them at the Council Corner Club. That's the local Kimona Tong hangout. The scout would be Vidusa Sathrion. Marasa Aran would be the pawnbroker. The thief would be Mardale Thirith. Sovor Trandal is the savant. And Thanlin Velis would be the smith.
I don't recall who Foyada Mamea is, but...
Foyada Mamea is a volcanic ravine that runs from the top of the Red Mountain southwest to its end just below Balmora. An old Dwemer bridge crosses Foyada near Fort Moonmoth. The best route to the Ghost Gate is to follow Foyada Mamea up from where the Pelagiad Balmora road crosses into the Foyada southeast in Fort Moonmoth. Foyada means fire river in the native Ashlander language. The deep, ash-dark ravines which run down from the Red Mountain volcano are called Foyada. The lava from the Red Mountain is very fluid, and it runs almost like water, and during an eruption, fire rivers run down the mountain, clearing the ravines of vegetation. Because they have good footing, are clear of brush, and run long distances, we use them like roads when traveling overland.
I think we'll just head straight in. This may not be where I need to go, but we'll try it. Just to remind myself, I am looking for... Oh, yeah, it was a cave in the north, so this may be it. Alright, clearly I need to... In fact, in this case, I think we're gonna go full magicka here. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Did it. I'll load up first and then see what I can... I suppose at this point I should just be using the take all. Heavy one can stay there. Alright, we went over the limit, so the wooden staff isn't worth too much. We'll start by ditching that. Obviously, I would like to learn my lesson. The question is whether I want to learn it in here is another matter. Probably didn't need to take the ordinary clothing. I always welcome paper. Alright, now the mace is going to make things a bit difficult for me. I don't think there's any garbage for me to throw away now. But I don't need the steel short sword. So much for that. Alright, so this isn't worth it for the weight. I should have taken a look at that. In the interest of keeping things speedy, I'll try this first. Didn't hurt that bad. Oh, I'm gonna die. Saved. I think at this point probably a rest is a good idea.
You've ascended to level 6. You sense yourself more aware, more open to new ideas. You've learned a lot about Morrowind. It's hard to believe how ignorant you were, but now you have so much more to learn.
Strength, intelligence, and willpower make the most sense, although obviously we didn't get any 3 times. should also consider trying to find some ranged destruction spells. We will be here all day at this rate. Well, that's dinner sorted. I feel like that's something I should interact with, but obviously I don't want to hurt myself. Just a skull. All right. No, no good. I'm not gonna drown due to a stalagmite. Not really worth it, but up we go. The drain fatigue is certainly taking its time. Oh no. Alright, I think I have a restore. And then I can do just a quick little alright, I was a little curious as to whether or not that remove or that reduce fatigue would go away. So let's just double check that we've got the right figures. So Alanu, Sasa, I'm pretty sure the last one was the one I just talked to outside. So I believe it's Alvaleg is the one that I haven't found yet.
Good to see you, Caius. Do you have a question?
What can you tell me about the Telvanni agents?
No one can challenge me.
No, I haven't seen any Telvanni agents around here, although now that you mention it...
No one can challenge me. There will be vengeance. This is not the last of this.
This seems like an appropriate use of them. Alright, so I'm definitely going to... Clearly I'm going to have to drop some items. I'm also mildly curious with these soul gems. Ah, okay. Actually, here's what I'll do. I'll just give him his stuff back. And if we can, if I can sell them off in the buildings here, then I can just come back.
This is Caldera, Caius, and my name is Alina Norvin. How can I help you? Are you looking for someone in particular? Odral Helvi is at the Governor's Hall in the town reeve of Caldera. Stelenius Vibado, the mine boss, lives on site at the mines to the southwest. Shank the Red Guard is the publican of Shank's Shovel, the local trade house.
Thanks. I'm really looking to sell some things.
Go ahead.
What does the ledger say?
This book shows the ebony mined in and shipped from Caldera. You don't see anything suspicious in the figures.
Alright, I'm really looking for someone that I can sell things to. Not quite ready for that. Again, at the moment, I'm just trying to find anyone that I can sell items to. I like Dead Poet Society too.
Outlander, what do you want?
Alright, now that is a curious bug. Oh, no, that's not a bug. just didn't appreciate what,
Mages, please be judicious in your use of fire spells while guarding slaves deep in the mine. Often flammable gases are present, and last week's incident indicates, even a small flame can spark a huge explosion. We don't know if Cassina will ever get that patch of fur back. Stellennis.
starting to lose hope of finding somewhere to sell my goods. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do instead. I will find the most direct path back to Caldera. And then I will come back for the chain cuirass and the dragon shield. It's not the sort of thing I want to do a lot of effort into getting, but that should be a fairly straightforward way to get a bit of money. I do kind of want to examine the mines. So the wet pain is unwelcome. No, well, that's not a surprise, actually. Solved. Alright, so we'll sell off what I can, and then we'll head back and properly examine the mines. see if they'll buy first, just because of my reputation with them. Alright, let's start with weapons. They don't buy weapons. Alright, let's take a look at what potions they'll get. Didn't think I had that. You don't buy soul gems. Actually, I think I'll hang on to the Skooma pipe for now. Alright, we'll add to the armor next. No point in running around. Oh, actually, now that I think of it, no. I was thinking, given their profession, they may want to buy some of the lighter armor.
Do you want something from me?
For now, let's go to the pawnbroker if I can find them. Alright, same exercise, only this time hopefully it will be a little bit more profitable. I'm still somewhat weighted down, although this is probably as much of a function of my my gear as anything. We should be able to pick up what I left behind. If I ever get tired of it, I can always just head back to Balmora, but for now, we'll see what we can find. Because I have a feeling there will probably be activities in the mines. This will seem a little excessive, but the reason I'm taking everything is that I want to just get the weight out, because if I'm going to be going into a mine that might have some heavy things I can bring back, just want to clear out everything that I can and then move on. So close. All right, back to the usual. Just want to take a minute here and see. Right, so the iron is not going to be here. Just double check if there's anything else I might want to get rid of here. And then the rest of this I would like to experiment with if I can. Now, let's see if there are any probes for traps. Alright, so that's at least 90 for me to work with. I suppose I might be able to get a little bit more if I make some potions. Suppose I can try that now. Alright. Well, at least we're making potions consistently. Whether or not they're any good is another matter. keep thinking I see a restore fatigue, but I don't think that's right. Alright, I say we're done for now. So we'll sell these at the Mages Guild because they have more of a liking. And then we will finally examine the mines.
I don't recall using teleportation, and yet there I was, alone, naked.
Who are you talking to? Alright, my anti-charisma potion seems to be worth something. Didn't exactly give me a ton, but at least I've cleared out some weight, got some practice in alchemy, and now we will examine the Caldera Mines. So we don't have any real obligation to do so. We haven't even really examined the town that closely. But what I'll do is I will examine the mines as far as I can. Actually, sorry, before I do that, I will see if there's some kind of an authority figure in the region. I might also try and properly go out and around this time, just to see what it's like. Can you tell me about the Caldera Mining Company?
Caldera Mine Company is chartered by the Emperor to extract ebony ore from the rich underground deposits here.
What about the Dark Brotherhood?
Scum, all of them. If they're after you, friend, you'd better find yourself some help or write a will. Or both.
Alright, not quite what I was looking for, but...
How can I help you?
First time to Caldera, Caius? It's a little piece of the Western Empire right here in Morrowind. A prosperous little town, thanks to the Caldera Mining Company. If I can be of help in any way, let me know.
Tell me about the ebony mines.
The Caldera Ebony Mines are southwest of the village of Caldera. There's an office, a bunkhouse, and a guard tower over near the mine entrance. They work the mines by slave labor. That would never be allowed back west, but here in Morrowind, slavery is still legal. I think it's a disgrace, but who cares what I think?
Well, you are an Argonian in Radenfell, so... I'm looking for someone in particular.
Orda Halvi at the Governor's Hall is the town reeve of Caldera. Stelenus Vbato, the mine boss, lives on site at the mines in the southwest. Shank the Red Guard is the publican of Shank's Shovel, the local trade house.
Alright, let's see if we can find the Governor's Hall.
Shank's Shovel, the trade house, is near the south gate. The Governor's Hall sits on the hill to the northeast. The Mages Guild in the west, in the corner opposite of the north gate's twin towers. Has a guild guide transport to Vivek, Balmora, and Aldrun, and Sadith Mora Mages Guilds. The Caldera Ebony Mines lie in a depression southwest of town. Roads lead south to Balmora and north to Aldrun. Hlad Ode on the west coast is a long walk without any trail. Head west to the coast, then follow the coast north.
Alright, there's the Governor's house. They keep sniffing as I go by, and I'm getting self-conscious about it.
I'm Cunius Pelelius, principal and charter holder of the Caldera Mining Company. I cannot imagine why someone like you should think you have business with me, but I will listen if you can be brief and polite.
First of all, tell me more about the Caldera Mining Company.
The Caldera Mine Company is chartered by the Emperor to extract ebony ore from the rich underground deposits here.
What about the city?
Caldera is an imperial charter town, part of the Caldera Mining Company charter, which grants the company rights to mine ebony from the right deposits here. The Caldera ebony mines themselves lie to the southwest. The town has a real western flavor, makes outlanders feel right at home. Caldera is rich and bound to get richer, since the profits from the ebony exports continue to grow as the mine operations grow.
What can you tell me about House Lalu?
House Lalu still respects the old Dunmer ways, the ancestors, the temple, and the noble houses. But times change, and the empire changes with the times.
What rumors have you heard?
House Redoran is really steamed about the Caldera land grab. They say that Caldera is their territory, and that they should have gotten the charter. Worse yet, they say that Lalu is skimming off the top of the Imperial Fat Cat Company that got the charter. Since it's an Imperial company, Redoran can't even get a house war contract on it. It'll come to violence, mark my words.
What about advice?
Caldera is a quiet, law-abiding town. Not much call for adventurers or mercenaries here. A good place to shop for equipment and look for a trainer, though.
What about secrets?
If you're having trouble persuading someone, offer a bribe. Don't be so stuffy. Bribes are the lubricant of honest commerce.
All right. I think I might have more luck with the governor then.
I don't think I've seen you in Caldera before, stranger. Can I help you? Are you looking for services? Because I can tell you where they are.
I'm more interested in the mines, to be honest. Well, looks like we've exhausted that option. Oh, sorry.
Ah, welcome. What may I do for you?
Had some control problems there.
Is there something you need?
I'm really just looking for the governor at this point. Do any of you know where he is?
Probably nothing.
Well, that's very exciting, but not exactly what I was looking for. This is the governor's hall, right? Yes.
Welcome to Caldera, Caius. We're an imperial town through and through, obviously. So can I help you?
What can you tell me about Akatosh?
Akatosh, the dragon god of time, is the chief deity of the Nine Divines.
What kind of training do you offer? Interesting, but not for me, thank you.
Your actions show promise. What do you want?
I just want to find the governor. Well, what's the point of this room? It's just a good old-fashioned pacing hall. Huh.
You seem worthy of my knowledge.
curious.
Yes, Outlander, what do you want?
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
Huh. Alright, well, I suppose the next step is to see what we can find up all of these stairs. Are you the governor?
My name's Ordell Levy. I keep the mines running and make sure that business goes smoothly.
What kind of training do you offer?
Faction members only, Dark Elf.
And what faction are you?
I'm Ordell Helvey, a monk and a house brother of the great house Hlalu.
Tell me about Caldera.
Caldera is an imperial charter town, part of the Caldera Mining Company charter, which grants the company rights to mine ebony far from the right deposits here. The Caldera ebony mines themselves lie to the southwest. The town has a real western flavor, makes Outlanders feel right at home. Caldera is rich and is bound to get richer, since the profits from the ebony deposits continue to grow and the mining operations grow.
Can you tell me about the Dunmer, the mining company itself, then?
Caldera Mine Company is chartered by the Emperor to extract ebony ore from rich underground deposits here.
And the Dunmer?
We're dark-skinned, red-eyed elven people of Morrowind. The Westerners call us Dark Elves, but we prefer to be called Dunmer.
What can you tell me about House Hlalu?
If you wish to learn more of my house, go to Balmora.
What about Redoran?
House Redoran is one of the three great houses of Vradenfell. The Redorans are honorable and fair in their dealings with other houses, but they have no business sense. Those of us in House Hlalu understand the power of wealth and do not ponder morality day after day.
What rumors have you heard?
House Redoran is really steamed about the Caldera land grabs.
So I've heard. What about advice? Secrets?
Buy from merchants and traders who like you. You get better prices. Members of your own faction will usually like you the best.
What is your trade?
I am a monk in mind and spirit. I am a student of the hidden mysteries of the unseen world that lies behind the objects and ideas of everyday life. In body, I'm a student of the ancient martial arts, patterned on the rain of sand fighting styles of elsewhere. I pursue hand-to-hand and unarmored self-defense, because what you don't have, you cannot lose. I also train with blunt weapons called staves, because even the poorest peasant can own a staff. To earn my keep, I train others with my skills.
What do you know about rules?
The rules of House Hlalu are simple. You must never interfere with the business of House Hlalu. If you do, be sure you are not caught. If you're never caught stealing from a member or attacking a member, you'll be fine. If you're expelled, you'll have to make amends.
Alright, I'm curious about. I don't really think that journal entry is necessary, but I want you to get out of the way. So my last option here is just to check out the mines, at which point we should probably return to Balmora.
What was that? Go ahead.
So I think this time I'm gonna try and get to the mines properly. Or at least what seems properly. Alright, I am intrigued. Nice night for a walk. Laundry day.
What's your
Nothing
story?
clean. I might ask you the same question.
Hail and well met, stranger. As you can plainly see, I require some assistance if you be kind enough to grant it. I need help finding the festering witch who has robbed me blind and left me for dead.
Tell me more about this festering witch.
A witch she had to be. I was on my way to Caldera when I met her. She was a stranger here, like myself, and so our conversations lightened the burden of travel. She's quite friendly, and well, we set up camp together. But that night she revealed the witch inside, cast a spell on me. I couldn't so much as blink, stole everything, and even my worn-out clothes. But most importantly, she took my prized axe, Cloud Cleaver. Join with me, stranger, and let's find her and extract her entrails together.
I will help you find her.
I knew you had the bloodlust in you, stranger. I believe she's still camped where I left her in the northwest, though I could be wrong, as the spell disoriented me for a bit. You know this area better than me. Lead the way. This witch shall rue the day she met Hlormander the Wine-Sought.
Tell me more about Cloud Cleaver.
Ah, my axe Cloud Cleaver. A fine blade she is, though now I fear that witch's touch will do what that witch's touch will do to it. My own father, Balmir, used it himself to slay the Terror Hrothgar's quagmire. He did. Now granted, the Terror turned out to be a newborn Nixhound eating the neighbor's marshmallow. But my father found him and slew him nevertheless in a grand fashion as I ever borne witness to. Cannot wait to have the blade in my hands again, and then I'll use it to take the witch's head clean off, I will.
Alright then. Let's go northwest. The mine can wait.
I will bathe in your blood.
I don't have any spare clothes, I don't think. Something up there.
Hey there, yes. Are you interested in making a deal?
What kind of deal?
Look, I'm just a poor merchant trying to make my way to Gnar Mok with some trade goods. Could use an escort though, since mine seems to have buggered off. If you're willing to take me there, I'll give you... No, I shouldn't. Although it is a dangerous trip. Alright, I'll give you the boots of blinding speed, although I'll be overpaying you by quite a bit. I can take you to Gnar... Sorry.
I can take you to Gnar Mok.
Excellent, although it seems to be quite a high payment. The boots of blinding speed are a rare and wondrous thing. Never mind, I've made the deal, and I'm an honest woman. Let's get going.
Alright, now I've got too many tasks. See if we can find the camp first. Yeah, seems harmless.
Welcome, Novice Caius. Siervor Horsemouth is my name. Master at Arms is my trade. Be happy to share a little advice or Morrowind lore with a fellow blade, or maybe you'd like to catch up on the latest rumors.
Let's start with the advice.
If you're heading into the backcountry, always carry a couple of Restore Health, Restore Fatigue, Cure Disease, and Cure Blight potions with you.
What about Morrowind lore?
Worn-out weapons and armor work poorly. Repair them yourself if you have some skill, or take them to a smith for repair.
And any rumors?
I monitor smuggling along the Bitter Coast, and the job's too big for me. They have moved moonsugar, skooma, raw ebony, dwemer artifacts, you name it, through the Hlad Od and the Gnar Mok, with the coast honeycombed with smuggler caves, and the Kamorotong locals carrying tiny packages overland by night. I'll never catch them, but maybe you'll have better luck.
Any secrets?
Talk to everyone. Talk is cheap. Ask questions. You don't ask, you never learn.
Alright, that wasn't quite what I was expecting. Some signposts would be nice, just so I can get an idea of what I'm up against. We're definitely not going northwest anymore. Well, we're still northwest relative of where the guy was.
This is too easy.
I'll make this quick. So Narmok is my priority, I think.
camp could obviously be anywhere, so I figure we go to Gnarmok, which is where it's a destination I know I need to go. If we're lucky, we find the camp. If we're unlucky, I just turn around back to Caldera, and we see if we can find it, while I do the other things I wanted to check out. Wait, am I reading this right? This is really hard to understand. I'll leave that for now. We're getting a little bit close to the end of where I would want to record this, so we may just end on the road. And it'll give me something to work on right at the beginning of next broadcast.
Easy your opponent.
Certainly no shortage of materials for me to extract on the trip. It'd be rather embarrassing to be guiding two people and fall into the swamp, so I'm glad that didn't happen. Like I said, when there's scenery like this, I don't mind keeping quiet.
Not giving up that easy.
Didn't seem like it was going to attack originally.
Well, this is close enough. Thank you for your help. I suppose it's only fair that I give you your reward. Here, take them. Though it pains me to give them, you are now the owner of the Boots of Blinding Speed.
Tell me more about the Boots of Blinding Speed.
Wondrous boots indeed. Never seen a pair like them.
And who are you again?
It's me, just an honest trader.
Well, thank you. I think on this lovely little image we will leave for tonight. Thank you everybody for watching. We will likely explore a little bit of this town before we head back. I will try and find the witch that robbed the barbarian that we're with. And then we will check out the Caldera Mines before teleporting back to Balmora and turning in the quest. The only other exception I might make is if we're closer to the Necromancer, I might take the opportunity to go visit them as well. But all of that will be left for the next couple of weeks worth of streams. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.